Hi guys, Howzit? Welcome trek to my Afrikaans speaking followers. Kia ora. To any Kiwis that follow me, hola que tal? To any of my Argentinian followers, yes. And then there were four semifinals. Once again, another do or die round of rugby action awaits us this Friday and Saturday, both 1400 start times local here, 2 p.m. for those 12-hour clock users. I heard a very interesting joke behind that, actually. So the idea is the reason we only used a 12-hour clock here in the U.S. is because it was as high as anybody could count. Don't know if there's any truth to that. I just thought it was funny when an Englishman told me that, of all things. But yeah, and then there were four. I was 2-2 on the weekend. Unfortunately, I hyped you guys up. I said you were better than them. And then you go and you lay like the biggest goose egg ever. Come on, Ireland. Come on. Hyped up the Fijians. Man, they're going to beat England again. I feel like England was handed that on a silver platter. But alas, let's talk about the two games we have coming up. I will make my predictions based on no lineups even being announced yet and just what I think is going to happen. So first up, we will have the All Blacks of Aotearoa, New Zealand, taking on Los Pumas. I did have the Pumas making the semis. I did not have the All Blacks. Yeah. I thought Ireland was gonna take care of them, and it didn't happen. So it's gonna be really hard not to pick New Zealand on this one based on history. I mean, it could happen, but I'm gonna pick Ireland. I wish it was Ireland. I'm gonna pick New Zealand comfortably by 20, easily by 20. Just no question. Would I like the Los Pumas to shock me? You're damn right I would, but I just don't see it happening based on current form. Then we get the next game, very next day, Saturday. I don't even know what the date is for that day, but it's Saturday, same start time, 1400, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do not know if I'm going to go live for that one. I might be going to a pub with some other Springbok supporters. I might go live while I'm there just so you guys can see what's going on. We'll see what happens. I'm really debating on it. There is a guy just south of here, little town called Corinth. He's a South African. He runs the USA Springbok supporters page on Facebook, and I might have to go out. I have an English colleague named Nick, big cricket guy, but I've invited him out to see if hey, man, keep your enemies even closer. No, Nick's really a cool dude. He moved to Spain as a teenager. Really cool dude. We both don't drink really, so kind of friendship there. He's a cricket guy. I'm getting into cricket. He's a cool bloke despite his handicap of his nationality. You guys know how I feel. There is no team I think I hate more than the Palms. I don't think there is. I don't like the All Blacks when we play them, but I do have respect for them. And even when we play them, I do have respect for them. I have no respect for the English. None whatsoever. Now, that's not to say there isn't great players that I think have been English. You will hear me bring it up all the time. One of the GOAT status for me is the great Johnny Wilkinson. I mean, he's the GOAT. He's GOAT status. He's one of the greatest of all time. A gentleman of the game, absolute skill, kicking, everything. I mean, I have respect for Johnny Wilkinson. Marcus Smith. I think he has that capability. There's been photos of him working out with Johnny Wilkinson. The unfortunate part about the current era that we're in is we have to deal with a gentleman who I dubbed Skidmark, and he now has a new name. I'm calling him Fuckboy Farrell. Oh, Fuckboy Farrell himself. I hope he gets smashed every single game he plays. I would gladly take a red card to destroy that fuck. I cannot stand him. I think he's smug as hell. He's probably a nice bloke. I just can't stand him. And I will keep it respectable. I will pick the Boks by 16. I hope it's by way more than that. And I hope we rearrange Farrell's face in the process. And I hope the Joe Marler, he sees what a real scrum is. I mean, he's entertaining as hell, but dude, you're not the GOAT, man. You're not even close to the GOAT, bro. You're about to see the real deal. Now, I do hope we don't make too many changes. I mean, I've decided my player of the tournament. It was Peter Steph Toy. I have changed my selection of player of the tournament so far to, oh man, he's been delivering, and he's been delivering for a minute now. He was delivering in the lead-up games. The Wales game, he definitely delivered in that. That's Jesse Creel. That guy is on another level right now. With the absence of Lucanio Alm, I don't even know if I'd slide Lucanio in, man. Jesse is just on fire right now. We saw him at the end of the game, bloody face. I mean, he's out there making it happen game in, game out. And I loved what we saw this last weekend with the Springboks, having Andre and Faf come off the bench. Andre, not only did we get a great boot out of him, but defensively, he made some key tackles, man. And for the shortcomings that we can say about Libok, he is an amazing fly half, and it's cool. We have 2 world-class fly halves now. And Libok kicked well. He made his first conversion. He had some issues, but the offense flows really well with Libok at fly half, and it flowed really great when Andre and Faf came in. I feel like having Manny changes kind of the dynamic of the offense. We had a dominant wing duo with Cheslin Colby and Makasole Mpipi 4 years ago. We have that again. Cheslin has moved into the number 11 jersey at the left. Kirtley has moved in at the right, and they both are amazing. They're both insanely fast. They're both very gifted and skilled wingers. And with Allende and Creel and then Falemza kind of running the engine from the back, I just don't see England having a chance. We all saw the moment where Falemza called for the mark and then called for the scrum. And I'm sitting here watching the game being like, what the hell is this guy doing? Is he crazy? Bring in Willie. Bring in Billy LaRue. He called for the scrum and we got the penalty. It was a masterstroke. It slowed the pace of the game down. We didn't let the French kickers control the game. It was a masterstroke. Plain and simple. I think this Bok team is much better than the 2019 team. Even without Malcolm Marks. If we had Malcolm Marks, it would be game over. There'd be no chance. No chance. But Bongi Manambi playing 70-plus minutes at hooker, taking a step back, letting Dion Forey go from the flank to the hooker. You bring Dwayne Vermeulen back in. I don't think we'll do that this week, obviously. But having Dwayne move to flanker, you have Quagga Smith at 8. Quagga is so fast with the ball. It's just, we looked good. Everybody, all 23 guys put in their work last week. And I was really, like I said, I was especially impressed by Jesse Krill, but I was especially impressed by Andre and Faf. The French weren't ready. They were not ready. When Andre and Faf came in, I think they thought, okay, it's going to change up. No. We were still doing what we were going to do, and we let the clock be on our side. We got what we needed. We burned the clock down. We got the ball, and we won. So I'm going to give the Springboks by 16 just to keep it respectable. I hope it's by way more than that. And that leads up to the final. And what a final it's going to be. But we got to get through this weekend first. So you guys let me know what you think. Do you think I'm right? Springboks, All Blacks go through? Do you think that there maybe is a bit of upset on the horizon? You let me know. That's why I do these videos. We get the banter back and forth in the bottom. Thank you guys for all the new subscribers that I've been getting as of late. I do appreciate it. I know this is kind of a unique situation. An American guy, I usually do the speech at the beginning of videos, but I'm doing it at the end of this one. An American guy talking about the game of rugby union. It is a growing sport here. I do have ties outside of the U.S., but it's a little bit more, it's growing sport, and I really, really enjoy it a lot just because of the athleticism, the skill sets, and, of course, the hard hitting. And if you want big hits, you either are a Samoa Tonga fan or you're a Springboks fan. But not to say that any other team isn't capable of that. They're capable of all that, but it's just how it works. It's how the cookie crumbles. And I really enjoy talking about rugby with you guys, whether it's you guys talking cack in my comment section, which I love, the banter back and forth. I also just want to thank everybody who's come out in overwhelming support of me and my decision to walk away from the Dallas Jackals organization. I know it's kind of a weird hill to go up and die on, but I just have to stand for some things. And when you have an organization that treats not only its fan club president the way I was treated, but you see the complete lack of care and trying to conceal certain people's maybe negativity, it just speaks bounds. And I've gotten a lot of support from you guys and the rugby community as a whole here in North America. Like, I've gotten a lot of respect for that. People saying, hey, look, dude, you're standing. And I'm not tearing down any of the players. I'm not tearing down the coaching staff. It's the ownership. And it's just their general lack of just care for the people that are the life's blood of the franchise. And in a sport that's not very heavily popular. I mean, we were averaging maybe 2,800, 3,000 a game. You don't want to go alienating people. And that's what they did. They went and alienated a fairly large chunk of their fan base. And, I wish the Jackal Den all the luck in the future, but based on what I saw for the last year, yeah, I mean, get prepared to kiss a lot of ass and get nothing for it. That's all I have to say about that. But we'll have the lineup as soon as lineups are announced. We'll do a pregame video like we always do. We always got to dedicate those to Gareth Mason, G-Man. And I will see you guys in a couple of days. Cheers, guys.